Gabrielle Union does not protect her family. Gabrielle Union is not protecting her stepson. What Gabrielle Union is doing is protecting gender identity. What Gabrielle Union is doing is protecting the ideology of the LGBTQ community. Everybody in the world right now knows that this little boy, since 11 years old, and he is now 14 years old, is a transgender. Everybody knows about his sexuality. You guys take a picture of him hugging another confused little kid, where that kid thinks that he's a she or she's a he. And they're hugging. You guys are exploiting these little kids to the oomph power, and that supposed to be protecting your family. You are not protecting your family, Gabrielle Union. You are exploiting your family. All right, folks, since I am in the season of talking about the nuclear family and how much it is important for us to preserve the nuclear family in America, I will be remiss if I don't speak on this issue. I put out a video the other day, and I basically was saying how, what Gabrielle Union said to Lil Bossie is a little hypocritical. And the reason I said it was a little hypocritical is because why would you call someone a derogatory term that you don't want people to call your stepson? See, the thing is, her stepson is a transgender, right? And she don't want people to look at him and say certain things like, "Ooh, that little boy got dick on his mind." She don't want to hear those derogatory homophobic terms, right? So at the end of the day, she shouldn't use them when trying to make fun of someone like Lil Bossie. Like I said on the video, I think she should have just addressed Lil Bossie based on the facts of what he's saying about her family. If she wanted to protect her family, she could have told him, "Look, bruh, you don't know what we got going on over here. You don't understand it. That's cool. But please stay out of me and my husband's business." But no, she want to use the same exact derogatory homophobic terms that people use on her son.
You got a lot of dick on your mind.
It's sort of like if I had a mentally challenged little brother, right? And people were coming to my little brother calling him retarded. I don't like that term. I think that term is derogatory. And I tell people, look, don't use that term when referring to my little brother. I will not then turn around and just because I don't like what you're saying about my little brother, then call you retarded. You know what I mean? That's being a little bit hypocritical on me not wanting you to call my little brother this term. And I took a clip from that video and made it a YouTube short. And since then, that video has garnered over 20,000 views and like 400 likes. Now, a lot of people in that comment section was coming to me and they were saying, she's just protecting her family. She's protecting her stepson. Leave her alone. That's all she want to do is protect her family. Gabrielle Union does not protect her family. Gabrielle Union is not protecting her stepson. What Gabrielle Union is doing is protecting gender identity. What Gabrielle Union is doing is protecting the ideology of the LGBTQ community. Gabrielle Union is putting the LGBT community priority over her son, over her family. Because if you were protecting your little boy, you would not prance him around in front of America. Everybody in the world right now knows that this little boy, since 11 years old, and he is now 14 years old, is a transgender. Everybody knows about his sexuality. You guys take a picture of him hugging another confused little kid, where that kid thinks that he's a she or she's a he. and they're hugging. You guys are exploiting these little kids to the power, and that supposed to be protecting your family. You are not protecting your family, Gabrielle Union. You are exploiting your family for monetary gain, selling him off to these companies, these brands, and these people who literally want to exploit him based upon his sexuality, based upon his gender identity. And I believe that is child abuse. If you really wanted to protect your family, if you really wanted to protect your little boy, you will handle all of this business in private. Because at the end of the day, he could change his mind at any time. Between the ages of, 14? Between the ages of 14 and 18, he can change his mind. And if he want to change his mind at 17 and look back and be like, wow, I was going through a crazy phase, he has to now deal with all of the images that you put out there. He's now has to deal with all of the images that you put out there for people to have an opinion on. See, the thing is, we live in a time right now where social media and the internet is the lives of people right now, you know? And you can like it or not, but people are going to have something negative to say and they're going to have something positive to say. And at the end of the day, if that was my child, and matter of fact, not just my child, with parenting, period, your first priority is to protect the well-being and the sanctity of your child. It is your literal job is to protect the innocence of your child. I will never put my child out there to the public like that. Y'all rarely see pictures of my children on my Instagram. On my Facebook is more family oriented anyway. But other than Facebook, you rarely see my children. I rarely show them on my channels. You see what I mean? The thing is, I want to protect the innocence of my children because people out there may not like me, so they'll try to get to my children. That is ultimate protection of your family. Y'all go down in the comment section and tell me what you think. And on top of that, man, y'all make sure that y'all try to preserve this family, this nuclear family that the leftist is trying to destroy. I'm out. Y'all be safe. Peace.